Hey guys, piecewise functions practice quiz for the upcoming test on the piecewise function. Just a couple of quick reminders before we get started, and then we'll jump right into question one. So the first video, I'm just going to go over that algorithm once again, the steps that you need in order to be able to solve. So step one, remember, you're going to go ahead and number those functions. In this case, there would be two functions. First piece there, second piece there. Make sure you do that physically on the test. It's going to make things a little easier. And then the next decision to make is the general rule for each of those functions. And we can ignore this business for now and just go ahead and write down those general rules for number one. It's going to be y equals ax plus b. And number two would be y equals ax plus b, because they're both linear. And of course, those functions will change as we go along. The third step would be to make sure you try to identify as much as you can of the critical points, the points where one function changes into the next, and we do that by using the domain restrictions that they always give to us. So the first function runs between an x of 0 and 3, so we know that that x right there is a 3. We don't know the y, so we'll leave it blank for now, and over here we know the x is a 10. Once we've got those points as much as possible filled in, and sometimes we'll get enough information to know the whole thing, like if we knew this piece right here, for example, then we could go ahead and formulate the general rules, the specific rules for each of the functions that are listed. So number them, general rule, fill in corner points by looking at the domain restrictions as much as possible, and then once all that's done, we'll figure out how to actually solve usually by substitution. So that's the basic process, and we'll take a look at the full solution to number one in a second.